Is the Pugdom realm of the Pug King and home of competitive DBD. It's time to go to battle.
The Pug King close up. Now, you happy? Not performing monkey.
Who are they? Who are we casting?
Last night, first up, Oh Boy versus Madness.
I am flabbergasted. That was beautifully done.
You see something we didn't? Did. The eyes of a hawk and the reflexes of a mongoose.
But
No, yes, he is. He's tunneling him hard. Camroy's down. Where's that pesky Claudette with a flashlight? Just know she's going to come from some angle. There she is! Oh! Solar with a solar burn as Samurai leaps from the shoulders and pegs it off into the night.
better start going back
better
to the
start
hatch.
pegging it back. Way back is there. Are we going to see Devour sprint out the corn like a legend? The hatch is open. Where's Devour? There he is! There he goes! Oh my God, Devour! But
You're going to be the one to get hunted and camped.
he can smell him. He is.
Is he in the...
There he is!
Gambler and Redbird are dead. He needs to get this hook. He does not get it. Hatch is available. Sprint burst is used. And she makes it out!
Killer Shack offering no protection. Cheeky little dead hard. Enabling that free hit.
He's going to...
Is it pride? Ego?
I think that's going to happen again.
Where's this Claudette? No! Oh my God! Out of nowhere!
That's 3 times in a row. That's... They need to change the name from K the Juka to K the Juicer.
K the Juicer, and you know that's what he's going to change his name to. He'll love that, especially he'll clip it for his montage. Okay, Merry Christmas and welcome to the Pugdom. I'm the Pug King and this is competitive DBD. We are, of course, on our last day, yes, our last day before playoffs and finals with our partnership of Champions of the Fog League B. B2, oh sorry, this is still B1. Why am I messing up the intro every single time? And I'm with no one. Ignore that cat hanging from a tree. It's the aftermath of Owly. But we have Corruption versus Oblivion first up. And we are heading to AZAROV'S for a Blight versus Singularity match. Then we're going to the Wreckers Yard for a Huntress. And, oh no, it's an Oni mirror match. And then if it goes to a third set, we're at the Suffo pit for a Huntress versus Blight. A buffet of killers, unusual picks. If there was someone here with me, there'd be stuff to said about it. But first match, Corruption are killing with LeQuant as the killer, facing against Techno Trips, Fabra, and Vrist. And first up to be chased is the legend of Techno themselves and takes a hit from LeQuant right off the bat as we go. And these two teams are playing to work their way up mid-table for a respectable finish. Techno goes down quickly. We did see a brutal strength as the quickness of crashing through that pallet, as well as Corrupt as 2 of the perks. And then we've got the staple add-ons of the Blighted Crow and Rat that speeds up overall bouncy by 10% with them both combined. 6 and 4% retrospectively. And LeQuant now is going to, I was going to say going to camp off, but he's moonwalking backwards, seeing if anyone's going. Having a look. No, he's going to peg it back. I think he was just surveying the battlefield. The RNG looks more appealing. Healing under hook. And that was a very, very fast heal But LeQuant hot on the towels of Techno. Will try and tunnel them out. There's no specific killer balancing on the Blight. Techno takes another quick hit. They must have been right on the edge of the baseline, but goes down quickly. Now we should see a gen pop if Oblivion have been doing what they're supposed to be doing, which is objective work. I would say 1, not 2, because that early save is someone hiding in main. It was almost one of them what the hell moments as LeQuant bursts through the door and announces his arrival, and Trepex, the Claudette, takes a hit after being surprised. Oh, did a little sideways bounce to try and get over there. First gen gone. Should be another one, and Treps goes down. LeQuant has come out swinging off the bat. A good start for Corruption's killer. Techno under a bit of pressure with his teammate. We know they're up top side, and look at that spread of that gnarly 4-gen around Shaq, and they've they have broken it, kind of, if I could see it without this moonwalking, but he is, if you notice, creating this kind of pincer movement that he can see. There's no way that he wouldn't be able to see the survivors coming, confident that Techno would die on hook before picking it up. Very smart tactic from Corruption's LeQuant. And a good start from the scratch marks there. And there is the deli. I'm presuming it's deli. Oh, it's swing and a miss, and only just. That would have been lovely to see, but I'm sure I saw the head of another survivor there, which is weird because we didn't see him get past them. So they run like a leopard. Oh, swing and a miss again. But the lust kicks in and will be gaining on. There is nowhere to run and hide there. And a little bit of wiggly, but Traps goes on. I don't think there is going to be a decisive here. It would be unusual. But going over. 2 gens done. Now, where's Fabra and Vrist? Are they going to prioritize a gen? I think they, if one is at the back, would need to at least give their killer a chance. Because having to get a 4K and 4 with a singularity on this map, oh, it's going to be tough. But not impossible. Now that gen's bubbling away nicely. And someone up here. No regression perk. Oh no, there was. Pop Goes the Weasel was one of them. It's just got 2 survivors so quickly out of the game. I forgot to mention the perks. Now, Trips is going to be the next one tunneled out of the game, and it looks like it's going to happen very quickly. Isn't going to make it to that tile. See scratch marks over there. Pitter patter of tiny feet. No decisive strike. Doesn't go through the pallet. I thought he was. He's trying to bait the survivors. Now he's out the game. Have they managed to progress, and the gen goes off as they panic? Denson takes a slap. His wrist is now injured. And there's Pop taking away all that progress that they've built up. Someone inside main. As he bounces around here. Now, how long can Brisk go, and can Fabra get off another gen in time? Not. Well, he's going to make it. He's going to make it here. He needs to try and loop him round. Oh, he made a mistake. The hesitation not to go round that side of that tile and go try and get to another one with a blight. And the way LeQuant is bouncing around the map is a crucial error by Wrist. LeQuant runs off. Didn't even leave him for a slug. Probably confident there's no way off the hook without a save. Has, what, 60 seconds. Can't force a Kobe. Always there'll be deductions. So has some time. Can Fabra camp it out? He's certainly not going to do a gen. Well, he could get away with one, maybe. If he manages to swing back round. Is he going to go for his teammates? If Wrist goes to second stage, we'll have a look, see where he is, because we are on a 60-second delay. Now, if Wrist is off, he knows that he's been saved. It's the only way he could have got off the hook. Knows they're up this side. Probably going to go for a reset. Or double up on that gen. I mean, look at... That was virtually done. The magic work of Pop Goes the Weasel. Fabra's been found. Squad is fully injured. This is the snowball potential. This is what LeQuant wanted. Standing nonchalantly, goes that and tries to come the other side. It's a nice little bounce. If it pays off with a swing, and it does! Playing games as rebounding backwards and forwards to see what side of the tile they were coming from, and LeQuant executes on that beautifully, swinging back round and taking Fabra out the game. Having a good run of it. Oh, and Denson throws down the pallet as LeQuant bears upon his next victim. But it looks like this could be all over for Oblivion survivors, and a great start for Corruption. And it does look like it's going to be a 4K and free. Unless they bleed out, but I doubt it. Oh, well, we haven't seen an Unbreakable, but it's even then it's going to be hard to recover from. Unless Riss waits the last minute and escapes out a hatch. Moment to glory. But this is the right move to pick Fabra up, because he is fresh as a daisy, just in case something goes completely wrong. Now, where's Wrist? Escape to victory. There, laying around, waiting to be hooked, the inevitable. And that's a good start for Corruption. A 4K and free. As we wait, maybe hum some music, will we? We wish you a Merry Christmas. Oh, I'm sorry. Wrist, Fabra, Techno, Trips were found wanting, but all eventually ended up on Talbot's Rafe, as LeQuant hooks them and gets his 4K. A 4K and free. Win conditions are a 4K4 for Oblivion's Killer with a Singularity. Let's see what that brings. We'll be back to you as we turn around the lobbies in 2 shakes of a Pugstown. Okay, we are back in the room, and we are heading into trial number 2 of a matchup between Corruption versus Oblivion, where we saw LeQuant as a Blight take on Oblivion survivors and knocked them into Oblivion with a 4K and free. Win conditions are down as Oblivion now take to the Killer Mantle with Latex T, and they have chosen a Singularity. And we've got an S tier against what would we call Singularity. Is it an A? I don't know. It's definitely not an S anyway. So, very, very tough win conditions. They need a 4K and 4 to win. And Corruption, well, all they need to do is 3 gens. And when we say all they need to do, sometimes that can be a mammoth task, as it is. Latex, as the killer, is against LeQuant, Riggy, Garafaka an auto assist or Asdor assist as he founds Asdor, or I'm just going to say Nancy in case I'm saying it wrong, and is right on her tower and a very quick down. And we see what's given away was corruption. Oh my God, another survivor came over. Was that a little bit of a play there? And I think he's going to go for that down. No, he didn't. He was going to get that off. A nice aggressive singularity. I like it. But we do have the Nancy go down. Sloppy Butcher has been given away. And as we see, avoids the hook. Will give away probably the third hook outside of Corrupt. And yes, a bit of Scourgery as a foot as one of the survivors. And 3 tokens left on that in regards to how quickly that's going to churn it down and probably will camp it out. Bit scarce on the pods. Normally there's a web of mass destruction, especially at the choke point in the map is usually heavily protected, as you can see what Latex has done there. But we'll camp this out to that second stage. But does see scratch marks and sees a little head. And did he get the shot? He didn't get the shot off, bizarrely. You could quite clearly see them. The Nancy has been saved and runs straight into the path. Gets that on, will transport across, gets into that slipstream and speeds up. But manages to break through that pallet with speed as we see it. And he's gaining on. Lust will kick in precisely a second. Man, didn't even need it. Managed to get that awful mechanical arm into the back of her head. We're going to see the D. No. It will be carried over for the second hook. Not Jen done yet. We should see a ping or two. And there's one. We haven't seen LeQuant or Riggy. Garafaka was around. Round we go. I would have thought we would have put a few more pods across the other side, but it does look like they've got a bit of a web going on. Oh, and sees a nice survivor there. Nice little tap on Riggy. And there we see Pop as the final perk that's been given away. Sloppy Butcher, Corrupt, Scourge Hook, and Pop Goes the Weasel was the build on this. And we have the Soma family photo, which, basically reduces the duration of overclock mode by 20%, but grants 5% haste while in that particular mode. But then it is then balanced by the kid's ball glove that extends the duration of overclock mode by 15%. So you're only sacrificing 5% for an extra 5% haste speed, which is leopard speed. But it does look like that the Nancy has gone out. Remember, the win conditions are the Corruption only need 3 gens. So I was a bit surprised that Latex was camping out that stage, because really you need a lot of aggression in regards to preventing 3 gens being done when the win condition is 4K and 4. And there it is. There is the win condition for Corruption as they do that 3rd gen. So it's all around points and prizes. One is out. LeQuant now takes a back of the head swipe as continues. And thank you, Auric League, for the raid, and welcome on in. If you haven't checked them out, make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to their channel as we all support each other in the DBD sphere. Latex. Oh, surprise, but then makes the Singularity eat some wood as Disrespect comes over, makes no difference as teleports over, goes into overclock mode, and Riggy now goes down. LeQuant now healed, and Riggy Corrupt. I just realised that's what the CRPT is. Oh, it's been a long day. Corrupt now goes, Riggy now goes on for their first hook. Now, the importance of that, and I thought another gem went there. Now I've got the Sunday brain fog. The entity's messing with me. Breaks down, probably will camp that out again will try and keep the points, because remember, if it does go to a third set and there are any draw sets, the match will be decided if each team win ones on overall points. So it's important to play out these matches as confidently as they can and score as much as they can. And plus, Oblivion will be killing in our next set, which is an only mirror match. And that will set the tone as the survivors will be going back to back as killers. And you want to knock the confidence out of the survivors on that return match. But Corruption must be feeling pretty happy with their first set win. And they'll be chasing their second set win. If it goes to 2 set wins, we don't go to a third. Although I am looking forward to seeing a Huntress versus a Blight, how that would pay off. If I remember rightly, Corruption's killer likes to do some satellite axes from above. Anyway, we are back with LeQuant, and again takes that little tap. But Latex isn't really wanting to give up that gnarly little 4-gen he's got on this top side. And is easily policeable with the pods surveying the battlefield. Transfers over into that overclock mode, smashes through that pallet, a bit of a wasted pallet as he went straight through and took that tap off. Won't get it through, tries the big brain and go the other side. But here we go, a little live, but he's gonna transports over, and that extra 5% haste is basically making Latex run round like a jerky leopard. Goes the other side, but Garafika is doing a good job juicing. Definitely go for their montage in and out of the window. We now are on, and here comes the blocker as LeQuant constantly coming in for the block, takes another hit. It's like a rinse, repeat. LeQuant will, after their hero save, go off and heal themselves again. As we go round. Trying to find the rest of the survivors. You see Pop goes the Weasel doing its work on that gen, churning through it like a knife through butter. LeQuant healed up again. Guarantee he's going to come back and be a nuisance. But game seems to have slowed down. Corruption being very cautious, considering they're on the shack side where there's no gens, unless they're a distraction, and Riggy is gen jockeying their life up the top. And I think that's what Latex is paranoid about, as goes back. Spent a little bit of time down there. No one's working on that gen. What about this one? And yes, it was. And Riggy was up here, and you can hear that gen bubbling away nicely. Corruption running to the end, and there goes Riggy. We'll try and drag him back up. Into overclock mode, gaining the speed. Like a panther on its prey. Swings, grabs him down as Riggy collapses like a sack of spuds the other side of the window. Latex grabs him. Drags him. Yes, I agree. Robot person. Riggy now on for their second stage hook. LeQuant is yet to be hooked, and so is Garafika. Garafa. There's no K in it. What's wrong with me? Garafa. Garafa. Mustafa. Just randomly call people different names. That was bubbling away nicely, and Pop ruining the dreams of Corruption survivors. Definitely slow down. Latex is not going to be tricked and pulled down into shack side. He's very much happy to stay up here and control this. Fat Corruption go constantly back up to shack side to reset. Just dragging it. Oh, a swing and a miss. There was a weird scenario there. I love spectator mode on DBD. It's amazing. Round and round we go. Garafa churning on them gens. It's just standard regression. Pop only works after a hook. For those not initiated in the popping of thy said weasel. LeQuant healed again. Reset, reset, rinse, repeat. It's just about who's going to make the first mistake, I think, here. Latex stays in chase for so long. Corruption goes down the end. They're both being incredibly cautious at this stage. Although the set has win, and as we said, it's about maximizing them points. And LeQuant is going to take his standard hit and then run off again. He's doing well to stay hidden. There they are, resetting to try to interrupt the party. And his gain, he's got Garatha down. Now, Garatha's fresh as a date. Didn't even check. Is he checking? Are we going to hear the pitter-patter of tiny feet of a survivor? 3, 2, 1. Yes! Garatha runs off. The silent pitter-patter of tiny feet as they came up behind and the pallet went down the back of the head of Latex, and Garatha runs off into the night to live to fight another day. Who was the hero? We won't know. There's the EMP. Now, it's about time that they use an EMP. I wasn't going to say anything just in case, but there is one way to combat this strategy of this web of deceit the Singularity has, and EMPs will be one of them. Oh, LeQuant could be in trouble. Is Latex going to rub them? I'm not going there. I'm not doing it. It is Saucy Sunday, but I'm not doing it. He's left LeQuant. He's really paranoid that Corruption are going to do that gen in no like hop splickety time. But this is a game of chess. As he surveys. I do enjoy watching an aggressive Singularity match. Not so much when it's not. We're looking, and there he is. There is Riggy. Now Riggy's on Death Hook. He is worth the chase, but he doesn't. Goes back to his gens, which is enjoyable. There he is. He's got him. No, he doesn't. Thought he's going to get off a quick snipe. Having a look round, and there he is. He's finally got him into there. There's still pallets down here, bizarrely. I don't know if that was smart, LeQuant, after all your skills. Dropping a pallet down when he's in overclock mode on him. He's going to disintegrate it like paper. Oh, a swing. Oh, no, I don't think he meant to do that. I think he was trying to transport over. Round we go. Now, LeQuant. Gaining. Down he goes. LeQuant finally caught. Any pitter-patter, any firecracker? No. This will be his first hook. He drags him over. First hook, LeQuant. Why it's so important, that first hook is worth a valuable 3 points. 3, 2, 1 for each stage of a survivor for the killer. But more importantly, if you deny them to the killer and escape with them, takes out the possible maximum 24 points a killer can get in any one game. And now Latex is starting to warm up, or Corruption are getting tired. And hands cramping on the controller or keyboard. And here we go, round we see, and I think LeQuant will be camped. And it's going to make it even harder for Corruption to get out of this. That choke point where they've gone up to reset, there's no way for them to get back through the middle. Oh, he saw scratch marks there. I don't think he saw... Oh, we did see him. And Garafa, and I think LeQuant... Oh no, LeQuant got off just as he was going on to second. The person has 9 lives. On goes Garafa, who is fresh as a daisy. That's a important 3 points. I mean, it's a respectable score. If he can 4K this, 4K and 2 with a singularity, and considering the Blight was a 4K 3, although they lost the overall set, is a good innings. Hasn't let it bother him. We could see this go to a 3rd set. Oblivion's killer, if it is going to be the same one, I didn't look at the roster, we'll be happy if they come out of this game with a 4K2. And maybe Corruption will be a little bit pissed, considering the strong start they had, and will be in their mind, because they're surviving first on the next set when we go to the Wrecker's Yard. A bit of Oni-chan. Who doesn't love the Oni? Oh, why didn't he do it? I thought he was going to do it, but he didn't. He's teasing me. Oh, did well there. We'll catch him. I don't think there's any resources going to cut him. Round the corner. Will not make it to the... I thought it was going to try and go through the window, but we'll get him. Garafa's down. I think Decisive and Deliverance are banned on the Singularity. Look at the specific killer balancing. Might be why it was picked over the Blight, considering most of meta is available on a Blight where it's not on a Singularity. 2 on the ground. And there's Riggy. He's found him already. A Sluggy McSlugson. Did he get him up? Oh, look at this. Out of nowhere. We said it would just take one mistake, and it's Corruption, because Latex hasn't put a foot wrong. Slow and Steady wins the race. I don't think there is any Unbreakable. Round we go. A schmack down. All 3. Corruption laying on the floor. Bleeding. Dying slowly. Riggy's first to go back to the campfire. Now he needs to find the bodies of the other. Shouldn't be too hard, considering he has cameras everywhere. There, you see the head scrambling by the EMP. Just hiding. Look at the feet. Sometimes it's just funny, DBD. Secured. It is secured, Latex. Well done. As I said, a respectable 4K and 2 with a Singularity on AZAROV'S. It certainly is interested. Yes, I do think chat is trying to drown me. Latex did incredibly well. We'll be turning round at the lobbies. Corruption win the first set, but only by 2 points. 1 gen in it. As we go to set number 2, as we try and turn around the lobbies as quickly as possible. We'll be back to you in 2 shakes of a Pug's tail. Okay, sorry about that. We're back in the room having some slight technical problems. We are on set number 2, which is an Oni mirror match as we travel over to the Wrecker'S Yard. Oblivion are up killing first with Judgment, and they are against Riggy, LeQuant, Autozist, and Garafa. No change in the squad there. And oh, a nice little slap down already. I thought it was going to be a 50-50. And the way to beat the Oni, just make him an M1 killer. Avoid being hit. Avoid being tapped. As Detective Tap tries to do that same thing. Shaq pallet down. Will go the long side. Has decided not to mess around with Shaq. Sees another survivor over there. Corruption straight onto gem work rather than hiding it out. And round we go. Corrupt as the first perk of choice for all killers. It's a staple. I think we've only seen it twice not used. And round we go. Round the bus. Proves annoying for most killers. Really needs to get that hit off. The Nancy makes it to the other tile and bobbling, weaving around this, goes over at the speed of a leopard. Oh, and misses it. Judgment misses that first one as the first gen. And it's always a crucial time. That first gen pinging, you haven't got a hit. Eventually does get one. Needs that blood. And down goes the Nancy. Judgment will be happy. Finally got that. If another gem went before a hook. And as we see, doesn't go for the hook in front of them. Can only mean one thing when they go to a hook somewhere that isn't right in front of them. And of course it is Scourge Hook. We also see Brutal Strength as we kick through a pallet there, which increases that speed action. And a nasty little blast mine, a cheekiness of it. A little present from the survivors to say, F you, Mr. Oni-chan. Nancy off very quickly. Corruption have saved and not utilized that time. And there we see live as Nancy flies through that window and prances like a gazelle through the Serengeti. Down goes the pallet, trying to keep distance between them, sucking up that blood. It was like, where is that blood? She's been running around for ages. Power in hand will get her on, but Nancy doing well. Bit of juicing, trying to listen to that audio cue. There's a second gen. One hook for two. Corruption again off to a really quick start. If they do win 2 sets in a row, we won't be going to a third one. It's disappointing because I was looking forward to seeing a Huntress game. Bit of variety on the buffet of killers. Oh my word, that was a Pugos hit. But Nancy goes down. Round we go. Second hook. Oh my word, double ping, bada bing. Bada bing, double ping as Corruption did 2 in a row. Didn't think that the Nancy had juiced that. Could turn around and go 2 gen chase, bruh. Into the lockout, LeQuant goes. Out of power, the Oni does, but LeQuant now on the hook. Nancy off again. And now back in power. I think Nancy's in a bit of trouble. He's decided to go straight into it. It's gone downstairs. It's gone downstairs to annoy him. That's funny. Nancy hiding down in the basement. Judgment said, no, I'm not going to go down there. I'm not going to fall for your pesky scheme. Come back up again. Is this going to cost Judgment another gen? I think it is. Round we go. See alerts happening in the background. What happened there? Well, back to the campfire goes the Nancy, but I think we're going to see another gen go there. Let's have a look. 50. There's a double bubble up there. And there's Pop churning through it. We do have Riggy and Garafa as fresh as a daisy. Although I'm surprised they didn't heal LeQuant because he was with someone, unless he was by himself. Maybe he was the lone bleeder by the gen. Bleeding away. Searching for the other survivors, where they are. And into power. Round the map we're going to go. Hulk smash. Is Judgment going to be able to pull a 4K out the bag? Garafa is fresh. I always love the way these players dive into locker winnings in power. I'll just take my chance and do a little bit of 360. It's a lost art. Only ever seen in pubs. Into the power he goes again. One out. We did see how Corruption struggled when they went down to 3 last time on the previous map. Oh my God, off the top rope, a flying club down as LeQuant takes it. Doesn't even look around, put a power to anything, no. But LeQuant was suplexed off the top, was folded like a deck chair. This goes on for his second hook. He was taken out of lunch. He's gone for a hook sandwich. Off again, quickly. Just circling round. Oh, and a cheeky blast mine. Cheekiness. Pop. Ruining all that progress. Can Corruption get another gen done? There's Garafa. Riggy is fresh. You've seen him. Oh, there's not really much you could do. And round we go. Oh, if he flicks it round here. That is nice. That is nice. LeQuant is being bullied at this stage. Judgment is being cast on LeQuant for his skills last game. Judgment's pulling it back. I thought this was going to be a tough day at the office, but clawing back them points. Graffa injured. Sees the scratch marks here. I can't see him getting another gen done. Not in this manufactured 3-gen scenario, or you could actually call it a 3-gen scenario. And there's Garafa. He's not even paying attention to him. He's confident he's got complete control. Spinning round. But he's doing well. If he flicks, oh, he's done incredibly well to do that. I think Judgment just needed to warm up a little bit. Now all he needs to do is find Garafa, who's leaving a trail of blood behind them, and there he is, going back to the same place he was. Only will get back into power, but this looks like a 4K and 1. I wonder. Win conditions for Corruption's Oni is a 4K and 2. And what Oblivion will need to do is 5 gens. I don't know if Judgment is trolling here or just likes to club this tile. I'd say he'll say he's trolling, but just missing. Oh, nice. Nice little flick around the other side of the gen. Thought he was going to hang tight and we're going to see another club into it. But Riggy will go into the basement. No deliverance, no unbreakable on an Oni. Most meta is banned on specific killer balancing. I do think there is an unbreakable, but I will double check that. And there we have it. The win conditions are down. Corruption will be chasing 2 sets in a row, and Oblivion need to win this set or draw it to force it to a 3rd set. Let's see what happens. We'll turn around the lobbies in 2 shakes of a pug's tail. Okay, we are back in the room, and LeQuant is taking up the mantle for Corruption as the Oni. Who has the better Oni? Well, we'll find out as Vrist, Fabra, Trept, and Techno take on the Survivor Challenge. Their win condition is 5 gens. When we say only 5 gens, it's a feat in itself, especially against on this map, a favorite of Mr. Oni-chan. A quick tap on TRXP as LeQuant sucks up the blood. The win conditions to Corruption are a 4K and 2. Needs to kill everybody with 2 gens to spare. Oh, and I thought he was going to get that, but a little bit slow off the mark, as the Claudette did well to be able to do this, wasting valuable seconds, but also leaving a nice globule of blood for LeQuant to lick up and get through the pallet. Does well around the pallets there to come round. I did think Chips was going to drop it, and LeQuant went one way and managed to come out the other way and catch back some of that time. But a good chase from both sides there as the first hook goes on. And are we going to see the first gen? We see that bubbling away, and you see the survivors running away from the gens because they know LeQuant is going around the world to try and find them. That gen's being done. They quietly walks and no scratch marks. As you can see, that is good and progress. And as we see, Pop Goes the Weasel is in play, churning through all that progress. LeQuant happy enough. He can prevent them from doing this, but he can't find them pesky survivors. We'll go back, and I think Chips will be going on to second. And it's right where Corruption want. Going on to second, interrupting them 2 most progressed gens will prevent a ping, which you normally are punished by either 1 or 2, and won't for going on to that second stage. A nice quick start for Corruption's killer, putting Oblivion under a little bit of pressure, especially if they get him out. And there's that gen that managed to pull it back there. And round we go. As we're looking, Traps, I think he's going to die on hook. And where you would see the punishment of another 2 gens, you might only see 1. You know, 1 survivor's going to try and put their body on the line to get him out. But that would put Corruption under a bit of pressure, because it is a 4K2. If they manage to get 2 gens off on this, and there's someone baiting them there. Oh, Trips is out. We see the yellow gen over there, and that is Eruption. Scourge Hook was the other. All perks are identified. And there is the next gen for Oblivion. 3 more to go, and then 3 survivors. Oh, a swing through, but Denza managed to fly that down. I think there's a lag issue there. Apologies for the purple mouse. But Wrist now takes it. Happy enough to watch the other side. Will be going down. Oh, 2 left to do. Now, if Oblivion get 1 more, that will be a draw condition if they do 4K, which means we will be going to a 3rd set. where we'll see a Huntress take on a Blight. You want to be a serious Huntress main to take a preference over a Blight going onto that map. Who knows? If it works, it works. Wrist's being carried away. Someone hiding there nonchalantly. No one on a gen. This may not be the smartest move by Oblivion. Round we go, searching. Hang on, I need to get off that. He's just hiding in a pallet. Are we inside the Oni, or is that his skin doing that? You know what I mean, perverts. He's gone down into the basement for a look. LeQuant, happy enough. He's been gliding around. Oh, this will be going on to a second. Are Oblivion going to get another gen off in time? There he is on the second. You would think. And there we see one of the survivors. There is no deli on an Oni from a specific killer. Now, we know at least no survivors are on a gen as we... Oh, needed to get that! And did well, Techno, to get around the other side. Manages to get him off, and there's Eruption going off. And someone's on that gen. Techno will be carried off as a fresh as a daisy survivor being hooked. Needs to get him on and get over to them gens to prevent it. They want to wrap this up. And I think here we're about to see it. He does have enough power immediately. We'll go around the world to try and find Fabra and Wrist. Will they have a gen done in time? That one's just about working. Probably needs to... Oh, there's Denson. Oh, did well. Now he just needs to find Fabra. Oh no, he knows exactly where they are. And doesn't get pull off there. Will flick. Oh, right on the corner of the bus. Don't know why I made that weird noise, but I did. He's gone back for Denson. We'll pick him up. Plenty of blood around. Now we'll put him on, go on to that gen. I think that has the most progress is that one. Now we're down to 2 survivors. All they need is 1 gen to force this to a 3rd set to bring this to a draw. Can LeQuant stop it? Who knows? Techno injured. Fabra fully healed. Following the blood trail. There's used pop on that one. I think there's someone on center gen. Or there were, or at least was earlier. They're not rotating. Or Oblivion has a hatch play. That might get them the draw points as well. Now it's hunting. Techno is now healed, but has come across them both. Hanging around. One of his balanced landings going to run off and lead them. As he waits and follows it there. Really wants Techno. Like Fabra is fresh. Actually, they're both fresh. It can't be. One has to be hooked. Yeah, Techno's been hooked. My apologies. And now, is he about to be done now? Or they, or her? As they head over to the bus, LeQuant hot on the trial. It's giving away their blood. Just one more globule will bring back the power. And I think he's handled this very well. We'll go into lust. We'll look at the Techno won't make it. Eruption going off over there to regressing. Sees exactly where the survivor is, giving real valuable information. That's the first time Eruption has given that information away during this match, or that we've seen. Oh, my word. What a nice flick. It looks like Corruption have done it. 2 sets in a row. A 4K2 was the win condition. Very, very close games this evening. Fabra on for their first. There's no way for Fabra to get off the hook. And Techno now been found as well, as they take place on the hook. We do have more games for you today that will be kicking off at 6 o'clock, which will be RDE versus Minor Misery. And we have, again, we're over to the Coal Tower, where we have an only mirror match. Then we're going to the Blood Lodge for an Executioner and Plague. And then a Father Campbell's Chapel if it goes to 3 sets for a Ghostface versus a Clown. The hilariousness of it. Hilarious. But LeQuant carrying Corruption to victory. Very good and close games. First set was a 2-point win for Corruption over Oblivion, and this set was another 2-point win over Oblivion. Incredibly well-matched teams. I would just like to thank both the captains and their players. Oh, I've gone to the wrong screen. Hang on. What's going on? I'd just like to thank the captains and their players for everything they've done this season. We will be announcing the full results after our final matches this evening at 7 p.m. But well done, Corruption. Celebrate your victory and hard loss, Oblivion. As we said, we will be starting another game at 7 o'clock. Make sure you tune in. If you don't, you're a loser. Take care of yourselves and each other, and we will see you in like maybe 17 shakes of a pug's tail. We will see you on the other side. Take care now. Bye-bye.
Join the Pugdom Discord for more information. Puglicious.